Visualize the outcome that you want with what's happening right now in the US. I'm trying to be vague because I think there's some suppression going on around here. But we need to collectively visualize what the ultimate outcome could be, should be, would be. What does it look like? Every part of it. Be very detailed. Picture everything. Dream. Don't be practical. The whole point of dreaming is to just put out the best possible thing. Like my sun sign is Sagittarius, which is the sign of the archer. And so, they have the bow and the arrow and they pull it back. And so they say that the Sagittarius is like hits to the heart of the truth, right? But also we're very optimistic. So the bow goes up because gravity will always pull it down. And then it hits the center right where we want it. So it's always good to be optimistic when you're dreaming because you're dreaming. Life will pull you down enough. Reality has its own way of grounding us. But we need to dream when we dream. What's the point of a practical dream? There's nothing to it. So picture the outcome you want for this. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off for the election. What do you picture? Kamala is president. They do a recount. They find out there was mass deception. There, I just said it all because I decided to rip the Band-Aid off my mouth and just say, not the Band-Aid, but you know what I mean, the censor thing off. I have to say it. Picture what you want. Journal about it, write it down, talk about it, think about it. Don't allow yourself to think about the other horrific option because we've all already experienced that on Tuesday night, Wednesday. Do not watch the news. Do not watch anything that is trying to make you think the other thing because that's not the reality. That's what we're all feeling. We're all collectively feeling something right now. I mean, you've seen all the messages all over the internet, all over TikTok, all over YouTube. Everyone's connecting in my messages and other people's videos and their messages. Everyone's sharing everything. We're all talking about the 4 a.m. club. You know what the 4 a.m. club is? A bunch of people, mostly women, not all, but mostly women, 4 a.m. after election, between 2 and 4 a.m., depending on where you live, woke up with a jolt out of a dead sleep. And some people felt like their body temperature was really high. And it's like they knew the outcome. They didn't even want to look at their phone. Start looking around for that. You'll see it. Look at the comments in some of my videos. The most amazing women. I feel like I had this vision of like almost like, the angels and the universe, guides and God and universe had sent a feminine activation energy to whomever could receive it, whether mostly is female, but also anybody that's really in touch with their feminine side, their feminine intuitive energy, because we could have fallen into despair, but then getting that sort of energetic jolt made us all kind of wake up and have this call to action and realize our intuition is spot on. We feel something, we know something. And next week when we have the big one, Pluto going into Aquarius. The last time it was in Aquarius was 1776, which was the French Revolution. That was the last time this planet moved into Aquarius, okay? Big, 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 big. Also, on the 11th, Venus goes into Capricorn. There might be other things. If there's other things coming up in November that I don't mention in this video, will you please put it in the comments because I'm learning astrology and other people that follow me and watch my videos are also learning. So then the 15th, we have a full moon in Taurus and Saturn goes direct in Aquarius. There's other stuff happening with Mercury. I forgot to write it down before I started this video. And then there's a whole another world of things being conjunct and whatnot. So, and Uranus. Let me think. Anyways, I don't know. I don't remember. But the point is, there's a lot of stuff happening energetically, astrologically. Big things next week. So pay attention. I would say from the 11th to the 19th, obviously, give or take a few days because there's, shadow phases and whatever. And it lasts longer than a few days, but okay. Pay attention. Work on staying very grounded. Work on staying calm. Do not worry. There is something bigger at work here. The wheels are turning. There's something else happening. Trust in that, okay? Trust in that. Stay connected to yourself. Work on being grounded. Go for walks. Journal about the life, the way that you want it to be. How do we see the future in America? Where do we see where we are in 5 years and 8 years? Where do you see it? Best case scenario, best ideals, best everything. Are we communicating regularly with extraterrestrials? Are we doing really well with our relations with the other countries around the world? Are the wars stopped? How's our relationship with local farmers? Is that beefed up? Are we really producing local food and supporting small family-run and operated farms? Have we figured out ways to solve some of our issues with disease? Like dream, like what if some of the solutions are going to come to you through this journaling? What if it's going to be channeled through you through some of your visions for stuff, and you're just doing creative writing and you're just opening up your mind, but maybe you're coming up with a solution for something, for environmental issues, for health issues, for world relations, all kinds of stuff. So I would just say dream a little. And actually tonight on my live I talked about this a little bit more, and I came up with this idea that I want to do a journal prompt for the next 30 days every day. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but I'm going to send it to you. If you want it, let me know and I'll send it to you every day, where I'm going to give you a question that you then is a journal prompt that you can then write about it. Something that prompts you to think about how you see with this election and just with collectively with the United States, but also with the world and in your own personal life. So if that's something you'd be interested in, let me know. Follow me on Instagram. It's easier to organize the information in terms of messages on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, let me know in the comments. If you do have Instagram and you sent me a message or a friend request, leave it in the comments so I know, and just let me know you're interested in the journal prompts. But it'd be interesting to see what comes out of that. But if you don't do it through me, I hope you do it through your own self. Just really think about it. Like think about that, what we want, because I think we're creating it right now. This is a powerful time. We are actually collectively creating the reality that we want. And if we're worried about that horrible other option, and all we're doing is thinking about how horrible he is, and then we're watching the news and they're telling us like, oh yeah, it's normal, he's going to do this. I think it's so wrong. It's so not supposed to be this way, because there was deception, that it's sending us into this weird helpless spiral, and it just feels awful. So step away from that. Don't watch the news. Don't give any power to that option, because so many things are going to change between now and like January 20th. So let's use this time to stay calm, stay grounded, and visualize the future that we want. Okay? That's all. Have a good day.